Hey everybody, it's Gail, and this is Errata-Hate episode 54, and today I want to talk to you about this little gizmo. It is a digital row counter. It is a Susan Bates product. I got it at Joann's for $3. I believe Knitpicks has one for 4 or 5. There's another website I was on that had it for 4 or 5. It's a very common accessory. And it is worth whatever amount of money it's being asked for in terms of $3 to $6. So, first things first, we know how I feel about how shit's made, and this is a very nice product. The plastic for the band is good quality. I've been abusing this thing for a few weeks. I don't have any cracks or anything like that. Like, it's got a nice feel. The little nodules here are in great shape. The plastic casing for the device itself is nice and sturdy. You can read everything on the face of the row counter. These buttons are nice and sturdy. They're a little rattly. I don't know if you can hear that. But, I mean, they're buttons. When you have buttons on things, they're going to make noise. So, it's a very easy to use product. It's just, I mean, it really is just like exactly what it says on the tin. So, you finish a row, you click the big button, and then you do it again, and again, and again. And then when you need to start new rows, you clear all the rows you just did, and then you start counting again. So it's very easy to use. The little band is so you can fit it onto your finger, which I really like. I wasn't sure about that at first. I was afraid it was kind of going to get in my way or be annoying. It gets a little sweaty, but, it's plastic. So the way that they show it in all the photos is that you put it on your index finger, on the index finger of the hand that's holding the hook. I actually prefer to put it on my thumb because one, that way it's not going to hit my hook. But two, my finger is a little bit thin, so it just fits better on my thumb. And the one thing that, two things I think that you definitely need to know. First of all, when you get it out of the packaging, play around with the big button a little bit because when I got mine, it was sort of half stuck, and I didn't realize at first because it worked when I tapped it, and so I thought it was just like the plastic casing was slightly off. But actually it's very well put in there. It was just that the way that it's packaged and everything, and it had jammed down a little bit, which made it incredibly touch sensitive. So like I could wiggle my thumb and make this thing add a row even though I had not done anything. So just make sure it's popped out properly. You don't have the same problem with the smaller button just because it's much smaller. The other thing is that if you've got a bit of a lead finger, and I do, let me see, I did it earlier by accident. Let me see if I can do it on purpose now. So there's a thing that happens where if you kind of hit it too fast, there we go, yeah. So you saw it jump between 10 and 11, even though I only hit it once. And so you kind of got to keep it a light touch or it's going to do that to you. Like it'll just add this extra row. And of course, you clear that, and then you have to go back in and put your rows all back in, or just write them down. But anyway, if you're like me and you really like the digital row counter and you don't want to have to write stuff down because you can't read your own writing after a while, you'll have to come in and you're going to have to put all the rows back in individually. I was hoping that in pressing down, it would maybe jump 2 or 5 rows at a time, and it doesn't do that. So if you're on, I don't know, row 90, which was totally not based on a true story, it's a little tedious. But you can also, if you end up having to reset it, just, write down the number of rows you were on, and then you can add all your rows up at the end and know that you've got the right number. But yeah, I really like this. I love little gizmos like this. Alton Brown says don't buy something for your kitchen that only does one thing. And that's good advice for the kitchen for the most part, but like ice trays make ice. And so this is, it is a one-use gadget, but its use is really, really nice. And I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking the same who have either used this or have thought about getting one because keeping up with your number of rows can be a real pain in the ass. So yeah, I will link, I will link to a spot to pick one up for yourself. As always, there's no affiliate links on this vlog. I just want you to be able to get the stuff that I like. And that is pretty much it for 54. As always, if you enjoy what I do here on Errata-Hate, please like, subscribe, and share, or consider dropping a couple of bucks in the Ko-Fi, which is linked in the basement, to help me pay for things like tools and yarn and all that fun stuff. And, just keep Errata-Hate going. So I hope you all have a great one, and I will see you for 55.